Welcome in, my sleepy sheepies. Okay. Into the study we go. Oh, shoot.
待っていたよ。なるほど。
The Devil Summoner. This is the archetype you sensed from Yufa's way of life. Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite conjurer, a shepherd who beckons powerful beings, the likes of which this world has never known. Lots of magic is required to channel the Devil Summoner for the first time. Would you like your ally to unlock it? Yes, please. Yes, I want to entrust Yufa with this power. Then hear us, O valiant heart, by shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an elite summoner. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength exalted. If thou art prepared to earn the right to serve as their master, I bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the summoner. Wonderful. So this is the Devil Summoner archetype, the gift of the people's faith in me. I shall not fail them. May the Dragon God protection be with you. The Devil Summoner archetype has awakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu. Well, well. I see the number of archetypes you've studied has grown. I'm very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. Okay, let me double check the special experiments. Okay, it has to be the elite summoner. Damn, that's just straight up a guy. Okay. And that's just straight up a girl. We're just summoning people now to do our bidding. First it was just these funky little creatures. Now we're just summoning people to do our things. Oh, this is a character from Persona. I've seen them. Indian god. Shiva, yes. There we go. Makes sense to me, I guess. Safe. Yes. Okay. Make sure the party's in the right position. Yeah. Okay.
Guess Hyperic's just ahead. You ready?
Let's see what we can do. You damned pagan monster. Will you pursue me all over the land? Is that really Hyperic? The distorted Magla has him
Possessed.
This is exactly like those monsters who lost all sense of reason to the Magla. There's no means of helping them other than battle. We must fight him.
Heretic.
Handmaid of the devil. Do you not see it is our destiny to perish? It is God's divine will. Damn! This entire world and its failed creations belong to the Almighty. God's messenger, I so rain judgment down upon you both. I understand the pain you're going through, but that's exactly why I will stop you. Assemble your party. I feel like this is like the SpongeBob meme. Prayers. With my prayers I shall guide the powerless and foolish masses. You've no faith in your God, nor in any people, not even in yourself. I believe, no, I know that people are not powerless.
エレメンタルバッター氷よジェネラル雷の力だ
Look at that guy!
騎士の誓いとともに英霊の力を貫け
Yeah, I just have a feeling this man is gonna bully us.
加減はしない輝け戦場は王者の力この身に宿れとっておきの芸だ
デビルサマナ
Look at that strong man. What have you done to be trapped?
正義にかけて大丈夫か
さすがだな確実に 王者の魂をここに癒しの力よ
感謝します
恩に着る
助かった
さてはあ凍らせてやるそんな
デビルサマナ騎士の距離を取る英霊の力を癒しの力助かりました
頼りにしてる確実に
華麗に回避やったね
エレメンタルバッター立て直す
ありがとうございます
ありがたい
感謝する
ジェネラル備えは必要だ
I forgot how goofy the last mage looks. It does look goofy, yeah. To be fair, they all look kind of goofy.
滑るぞダークナイト剣ようがて
None of them are safe.
消してやる
そんなものさ
消してやる
What does that do? Oh, she gave us 2 more. Okay, cool.
癒しの力よ
ありがとうございます
恩に着る
すまない
王者の力この身に宿れ氷の力だ
Right, yeah. That seems crazy.
本物の加減はしない轟け手加減はなしだ凍らせてやる私は導かれた
Especially now that I figured out we could straight up bully this man. Why? Why has God given me such an ordeal to overcome? Uh-oh. Oh wow, she recovered immediately from Hex. Okay, damn.
まだ倒れるわけには。
感謝します。
ありがたい。
感謝する。
氷の力だ。
That was lucky. Yes, it was. So it was very lucky. Because I was like, uh-oh. He's gonna have a rough time.
みんな無事か。これが我が剣。思ったよりやるな。
この力で。イカズチよ。残った。悪魔め。消され。
Wow, that's extra lucky. Alright, Yufa. Get him. Let's go, Yufa. You know who else I think looks goofy AF in their final form? The Devil Summoner? What's happening with that man's eyes? He a goof. Not bad. Not bad. We couldn't save Hyperic. It made me think that what happened to Hyperic was a result of his own internal anguish. Recall his way of bringing in new devotees, clinging to prayer. Surely it had the potential to drive him to madness. I, too, had covered my own eyes in the name of faith, but I was able to meet you all and began walking my own path. Had I resigned myself, I may have ended up like Hyperic. Which was all the more reason I wanted to help him. Such compassion reflects you perfectly, Yufa. I can already hear Edney scolding me for being too soft, but there was no recovering with that Magla. What I can do now is to help those believers who were left behind. I'm sure they're around here somewhere. Oh, where am I? Ovi? Where? They're not sick anymore! We explained all that had happened to the devotees who had regained their senses. Oh my, that's terrifying. But then you two came to rescue us. There was one tragedy we couldn't prevent. Sanctor Hyperic. His prayers must not have been strong enough. Well, actually, I wanted to speak to all of you about that. Was that a monster? Oh, I think we should return to town for now. Yes, but I wonder if we have the strength. I'm so tired. Even standing up is difficult. The devotees collapsed and fell asleep. Let's bring them to the church in Brailhaven while they sleep, and then return to the inn ourselves. The believers were rescued and no harm was done. However, Yufa seems pained by her sympathy for Hyperic's motives.
Yes.
Eloquence. I still want to speak to them all, but it'll have to wait. Now then, should we get out of here? Yes, let's return to the entrance. Let's get the heck out of here. Yeah, that was a seriously lucky win, but I'll take it. By the way, we haven't found the relic yet. Want to search for it before we go back?
ちょっと気づかれたんじゃない？
いいじゃないか。もらっとけよ。
この近く何か
Let's see. Been there. Wow. Okay.
気づかれた。
能力が上がったみたいだ。
I gotta go up the stairs.
気づかれた。警戒して。気をつけて。まだいるわよ。
There we go. I'm sleepy. A treasure chest.
よし。
ついてる。
A beautiful sphere made from black stone. There are traces along the surface indicating it was pieced together.
これ
What's this little pebble? It's glowing from the inside. Never seen a gemstone quite like this. Can't imagine it'd be of any use to us. Guess I'll just leave it here then,
ちょ
huh?
っと待って。
Wait, hang on. You know, now that I think about it, could this be one of those relics that Nuris mentioned? I can't be sure, but let's show it to him anyway. As Galus suspects this stone might be a relic, I decide to take it back with me and see what Nuris thinks of it. Well, cool. Away we go. Give me that relic. Wait a second. Away we go. We got it. Going to be night soon. Should we call it a day? Yes. We go back to the city and have a nice dinner? Let's leave. Tired, huh? Then let's think about what to eat. Nighttime. Back to the Grand Trad Tavern. Regarding what happened on the mountain, I'm happy that we were able to help the believers. Ovi was most certainly elated to see that her mother was safe. Is there not enough room on this table for everyone? I'll still never be able to forgive that bloke, Hyperic. Using people's beliefs to deceive them, that's low, even for a rat bastard swindler like him. Damn. He wasn't trying to deceive them, though. He had good intentions, in his own way, and things just kind of turned out as they did. Faith is most wondrous when it inspires hope, but just as often it can blind one to reason. As with all things, moderation is key.
期限まで。
In the 29 days we've got left, we need to bring the kingdom back to our side. We won't very well be taking down Luis's stronghold if we can't regain their support. If we're to challenge Luis, we'll have to hone our magic and abilities as much as we can manage. Perhaps we should make use of the Colosseum and stretch the limits of our powers there. Oh, I'm about ready to conk out on the table. What do you say? Shall we eat and then call it a night? I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. I relaxed with my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace. The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 29 days remain. Seems Barden sent me a letter and a package while I was out traveling. I came across this and thought it better in your hands. Good luck out there. Maglanger. If you don't have any plans, why not take in a play at the Opera House tonight? You're bound to take away something from the performance. Anything else I can suggest? Must protect the town. Barden asked me to help him slay the human approaching Matira. I should go see him. Or will Barden's thing count as a whole day? Well, if it counts as a whole day, it is what it is. Is it? Really? Is it you? Oh, so it is. Bit of a different air about ye, but that's just all the motivation I know you're bustling with. Great stuff. We can't let the human get any closer to town. You all good and ready yet? Maybe I ought to head out to take down the human that might endanger Matira. I'd like to get our behinds over there right now if you've got no issues on your end. Let's go. So very grateful. I don't even know how to express it to ye or your pals. It seems to have taken refuge in the desert nearby. I can lead the way if ye don't mind taking your gauntlet runner. Oh, so I have been cozy blanketed. I heard the ground rumble. If we wait here, it's bound to show itself. Feeling something. It's got to be here. It's a rumbling and grumbling. Will. Oh, we fought this human before. Yeah. I'm in danger. Yeah, okay. This was perhaps a mistake. This should be fun, though. Get him! I'm not in danger, Pasithea. I am the danger. We're all in danger. Oh, wow. Get him. Double get him.
行くぞ氷の力よ
落ち着いていくぞこれならどうださあ
Get him with those attacks.
英霊の力を凍てつけ
恥ずかしくない加減はしないこういう手もある距離を取るぞリーダー当たれ
It did a critical.
こんなものか
Uh-oh.
Oja, 行くぞ他のやり方は先よろしくそうだリーダー違うんじゃないか使っておくか
感謝する
全力を尽くしますデビルサモナーこれで備えましょう助かった
Hulkenberg is the backbone of this fight right now. He's really holding us up.
ダークナイト氷の力よ
数がこの力でこれならどうだ攻める王者の力この身に宿れ
Get him.
デビルサモナージャークフロスト
Get him, Yufa. Such a badass. Brutera's tooth.
さすが私
Wow, everybody ranking up and leveling up.
これでまた一つ
力がついた感じがする力がついた気がします
God damn, Yufa's pretty.
拙者も捨てたものではない
Look out! Ugh.
そこよ
Captain, now's our only chance. Kill the human. Huh? I apologize. I'm causing you all this trouble. You're not causing trouble at all. You really are a good one.
感謝する
Defeat the giant sandworm. Save Martyra. The courage I've honed will become my strength. I could finally see your power with my own eyes. So that's how you defeated Lady Joanna's monster. It's both mighty and terrible. You really are something to be able to use such power so well. Thank you, Will. Please, give my thanks to your friends. And with this, we saved Martyra. What will you do now, Barton? Even if Martyra doesn't want me, I still have one last thing to tell them. I have to tell them the giant sandworm's vanquished, and it's all thanks to you. Let us return and proclaim it. Then I'll depart from Martyra forever. Back to Martyra! Big ol' sandworm. Town doctor, worry not. His life is in no real danger. He just fainted from his excursions. He really is some kind of man, fighting a giant sandworm. Let him rest in the administration building. Even Gastrux can't complain at this point. Not like that guy's around, though. He's hiding somewhere. Why would Barden do such a risky thing, especially for the people who voted against him? All he did was idiotically fight a giant sandworm which wasn't even coming here to begin with. Truly a desperate move. Go away! Barden protected the town, not you guys. I mean, Barden can be kind of scary, but deep down he's actually really nice, and he loves us. Child, that's all for show. All he wants is power. Do you not remember how he did as he pleased to all of you against your wishes? Is that true, you think? That he just wants power? I happened to see him in Actus' workshop picking out weapons. And he lowered his head and he said nothing while his sword was tempered. Didn't boast in the slightest. Surely if he sought power. I also saw Barden before he left to fight. He bought huge amounts of wound care supplies at the apothecary, and I had no idea why at the time. The reason he didn't say anything was so we wouldn't worry, you know? He didn't want us to panic, but to continue on as normal? Tell me such a man could be anything but good. You speak words of praise, but do you not remember? Barden required your help. He always leaves things for others to handle. Is it wrong to ask others for help? What I'm saying is that it's impossible for Barden alone. Indeed. It was impossible for Barden, which is why he wisely requested aid, and then splendid things were accomplished. I, for one, think it was a great decision. All of us have always been reliant on each other, but strangely, in this instance, we suddenly looked to push our anxieties onto a single man. We chose the stolid Barden to shoulder our woes, and then we grew angry when he didn't shoulder them in precisely the way we wanted. It wasn't that Barden wanted power over the whole town. It was us who wanted Barden and the town to do our jobs for us. Self-governance should not be this way. It's true that Barden lost the vote. Perhaps he wasn't as perfect as everyone wanted. But he never ceased his efforts to improve the town. I want everyone to understand that much. We should be the ones to think about town stuff. We can do things ourselves, all of us. We just tried to make Barden do all the work. That's sad. Did something happen to Martyra again? Don't worry. Nothing's happened. I see. Very good then. I can sense Barden's profound gratitude and solid faith in me. We're closer! Escape Master. With certain exceptions, escape will always succeed during squad battle. Good. I need that. Will, thank you, truly, for saving Barden. We'll take care of things from here. We'll take care of the town, too. We'll figure things out ourselves. I entrusted Barden to the care of the people of Martyra and returned to the group. I feel like I've gotten more support from the people of Martyra thanks to Barden. Thanks to Barden's faith in me. Let's go! Back to the hushed honeybee. I hear a voice. Perhaps it's merely a relic. But it's also a relic. Still nothing? Nurse comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Maybe we should, but first... I don't know how many nights the opera is going to be on, and I want to see what's going on there.
Away we go. To Altabury. To the opera.
Anybody here into opera music? No. It makes you laugh. Well, I mean, that's fair. Operas are put on for many purposes. Laughing is not a crime. This is the opera house. They have 5 plays in rotation, but I'm sure they're all basically just Sanctus's propaganda. Anything sound like a good time? This is a play called The Stripling and His Stewards. Apparently it's about a young monster hunter with a silver tongue. Imagine being able to negotiate with monsters instead of fighting them. Maybe if you watch it, you'll learn more about the powers of words yourself.
どうする？
Okay, one
わかっ
second.
たわ。
What do I need to increase?
どうする？
Wisdom and eloquence. Okay, so the first one was eloquence. Okay.
どうする？
The next one is wisdom.
わかったわ。
Okay, we'll watch the first one then. Because that's what I need. The first two, technically. Admission costs 1,500 read. What do you say? Let's find seats.
じゃあ。
Okay, let's head in. The Stripling and His Stewards is apparently the story of a clever boy who sets off to eradicate some monsters. Single-playing boy. How now, cow? Heed my call and aid me in dispatching the monsters of this island. Singer playing cow. Oh, my herd, what utter nonsense. How will you motivate me into joining your quest? Assist me, and the smiles of joy shall be thine, bovine. We shall offer those smiles to God, and they are thus more valuable than any coin or treasure. I know you would not steer me wrong. I move at your command. Wow, they're really, milking the wordplay. In the blink of an eye, his stupid puns convinced a cow, a pig, and a chicken to join his quest to slay monsters. Cease our looting, you say? Well then, you must compensate me with something to eat. There are too many lives at stake. You may eat me, and I shall happily go to the great pasture beyond. Oh, I am moved to tears by such sacrifice. Please, allow me to join your ranks. So shall it be. I absolve you of your misdeeds. Great blessings are due to all who accept the teachings and rejoice in the wisdom of sancticism. And so the pious and wise boy single-handedly brought the joy of sancticism to the monsters, and they all lived happily ever after. I have some beef with the church's view of self-sacrifice, but I admit, the boy's silver tongue was impressive. Listening to the boy's skillful negotiations helped me improve my own eloquence.
Yes.
So close. As we made our way back to meet the others, Gallica and I discussed our thoughts on the play. The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of the king. 28 days remain. Ooh, so close. So close. There's a letter and a packet from Barton. I wish I could do more, but for now, this will have to do. Stay safe. A short way south of Altabury, there is a forest rich in resources. Even in the coldest of winters, the snow doesn't pile and food and firewood are plentiful. Are you talking about the abandoned path? I've heard of it as well. It seems that recently a monster has occupied the place. It's pretty dangerous to just leave something like that be, isn't it? Someone should get rid of it. The army seems unlikely to act, so if there is a bounty, it would likely be for the monster. Shall we handle it ourselves? Alright, guess we gotta go talk to the bounty. I hear a voice. I'm worried about him. Basilio comes to mind. Maybe we should go talk with him. Yes.
さて、
行きましょう。
さて。 さて。
In a minute, Basilio.
Yeah.
I have a side to quest on. That outfit. Aren't you the candidate who claims to be the prince? If you're possessed of princely skills, then I have a task for you. There's a place some distance from Altabury called Mount Volcano. Could I ask you to look for the War King's legendary greatsword there? The story goes that ages ago, the War King united the land under its exemplary leadership. Even the sword he carried became the stuff of legend. It's said to be of stunning, awe-inspiring craftsmanship. I've traveled many leagues in hopes of seeing it, and in fact, it's been 10 years since I first set out. It's just that Mount Volcano is a veritable den of monsters. No doubt I'll die before I found it. That's why I figured I might enlist someone so princely in my stead. Of course, I'll reward you handsomely, and you're sure to find other treasure there too. What do you say? It's hard to turn down treasure. We might find something we could use against Luis, or not. We could sell it and buy something that is useful. What do you think? Yes. You'll really do it? You have my gratitude. I shall, of course, prepare a suitable reward. Not to mention the sword's yours to keep. I just want to see it. Nice. If we can swing it, then we'll get treasure and a legendary sword on top of it. Sounds kind of worth it to me. Remember, the great sword is sealed within Mount Volcano. Tell me I already got it. So the great sword is sealed within Mount Volcano. Actually, wait, we may have it in our possession already. You're serious? May I see it? I handed over the rusty greatsword to them. It's rusty, but you can see the splendor of the design beneath. Stay right here, I must polish this. Wow, it's so shiny now! And so ornate! So this is the legendary greatsword. Actually, no. Judging by the ornaments, this was created well after the War King's time. It's something else entirely. I think in the end the legendary greatsword is perhaps another myth, and I've wasted 10 years of my life searching for it. My parents would no doubt laugh if they could see me now. If you just stayed home and tended the fields, you would have been a happier man, they'd say. It's probably time to give up on my dream, isn't it? I should head back home. I mean, who knows? The world's a big place, and the sword could still be out there somewhere. Maybe we'll stumble on it. Come to think of it, you're not so different from the War King. He had a mysterious power to move hearts, and his efforts changed the world. And here's someone doing the same thing, standing right before me. Perhaps a legendary sword isn't so far-fetched after all. Thank you, Will. You've given me the hope that the legendary greatsword is still out there somewhere. But first off, I'm due for a trip home. And when I've saved enough money, my journey will resume. Oh, and I promised you a reward. Please, don't be modest. It's yours. Thank you. Money, wisdom, a slightly dubious greatsword. I'll take it. It's no legend, but it should serve you well in battle. Just what we need on a journey like ours, wouldn't you say? Say you're on a journey too, huh? Well, perhaps maybe one day you really will stumble upon the legendary greatsword. If you do, I hope you'll come show it to me. In the meantime, I'm in your corner, O future king. To the recruitment center. If you want to see the contracts, I'm counting on you, Your Highness. I need someone to defeat the great bird monster, Coca Mordos, and you're probably the one who can do it. It's legendary throughout Oceania. They say it's a Coca Sados that's lived for hundreds of years, growing enormously strong as a result. In the past, it appeared near Braillehaven. Each time, a delegation is formed and dispatched to kill it, but they've all failed. The best they could ever do was wound it, but each and every time it just fled back to some skybound ruins. So it flew back to its perfect little hiding spot and no one could chase after it, until we came along with a Skyrunner, because it really is up to us. Let's take it! Thank you. As it stands, the city's on the verge of succumbing to total panic. In truth, the rumors about the beast are more worrying than the damage it's caused directly. The great monster bird brings plague and famine with it, they say. A plague? Is there any truth to that? It's just superstition, but in this day and age, the panic caused by such rumors can spread instantly, like flames across a parched field. The idea of this plague is adding anxiety to an already chaotic situation. A riot could break out at any moment. Then we've got to stop it. So where can we find this bird monster? You know those mushroom-shaped rocks out in Brailhaven Sea? At the top of one of those, there's a ruin known as the Manor of the Ascendant. Seems that bird happened upon the ruin some time ago and decided it'd be the perfect nest. It's not a place that just anyone can get to. There's undoubtedly plenty of danger waiting for you up there, but there's also rumors of fabulous treasure. At any rate, if you manage to slay Kakomordos, bring me the cockatrice crest as evidence. I'll give you your reward then. A Kuka Sados that lives for hundreds of years and got so strong they changed its name. We should probably pay a visit to the Brailhaven informant. Let's go. This place is on a rock, right? Ruins on top of a rock? Sure is weird, huh? But we should be able to get there if we fly. Seems there's more than monsters causing trouble nowadays. This contract will require to assassinate founder Sistrus, the leader of some religious fanatics. And by religion, I don't mean sancticism, or even the pagans. This is just some nameless sect out there proclaiming death to be the true salvation. They believe that if they die before the world is destroyed, they'll be reborn in a different one. They say the world of today is fated to end, and dying is our only means of rescue. If they kept their delusional fantasies to themselves, it wouldn't be our problem, but now they're attacking people near Grand Trad in the name of salvation. Yeah, that's going too far. They're no better than common bandits. Indeed, security in Grand Trad's bad enough with all that's going on, so this death cult is pushing us over the edge. Some have even started sympathizing with their ideology. By all accounts, it's chaos in Grand Trad right now. So please, for the sake of Grand Trad, end these attacks by ending Bandit Chief Sistus. Leave it to us. Thank you. Frankly, there's not a moment to lose. Just between you and me, I've heard they got their hands on a secret weapon that can kill people en masse and brought it to their hideout. It's pathetic that they got such a thing under our nose, but the military has its hands full keeping the peace and hunting down monsters. We need you right now. Bring me the Founder's hatchet after the job's done. Deliver that and you'll get the reward. Got it. I don't know what we're up against, so it's probably good to talk to the informant in the royal capital first. They're holed up north of Grand Trad in the disgraced ruins. I'll share the exact location. Cool, cool. You'd think there'd be ruins way out there. Just what are they planning in there? It's pretty far, but if we fly there, we should arrive before the day ends. Much obliged for taking this contract. Everyone else has been reluctant to take it. See this place? Well, back during a famine, a plan was hatched to save food, and it involved abandoning the people there and leaving them to die. Of course, it's an antiquated practice these days. Rumor is the resentment of these unlucky people manifested into this monster. But if this creature, the Ordamos, is left as it is, it's highly likely that it will start to terrorize the neighboring areas as well. That said, if the superstitions don't deter you, by all means, take it down. What do you think? Will you do it? Let's take it. I knew you looked dependable. The place is called the Abandoned Path, didn't we? Okay. Ordamos won't show its face willingly. You have to get its attention first by going after the Rigopetia, a type of snake monster. The snake has sharp senses, so it reports any intruders to Ordamos, which steps in to do the fighting. They've got something of a symbiotic relationship. Once you've taken down Ordamos, bring me back the bloodstained talon. You'll get your reward after turning it in. The informant should have more details too. Well, I'm counting on you. So many missions to recover. What? I guess we'll need to access the forest path by land. Flying's too risky given the volatile weather in the mountains. Do we not have a man who can literally control the weather for 3 days? Just saying. We have a man who owes us a favor and literally controls the weather. Damn, those are some angry boys.
さて行こ
Damn, there's missions galore. Look, have you forgotten me already? Some people know me as the Queen of Cuisine, though I suppose that title is a little presumptuous to use in the company of an actual prince. Oh right, we met in Martira. You used to be a chef within the royal palace, and you're still on your journey to perfect the art of cooking? Correct. I once again have need of your talents, that unique point of view that allows you to create such unexpected and powerful dishes. I hear you. During the course of my travels, a thought constantly crossed my mind. In times such as these, what can I cook to ease the hunger of those struggling to survive? I speak of those who cannot afford gourmet cuisine. The most they can hope for is simple fare, which fills the stomach but leaves the heart empty. Therefore, what the world needs is a dish that, while comprised of plain ingredients, brings with it a colorful sweetness that brightens the drudgery of everyday life. A dish that's simple yet exciting. I like that idea, but honestly, I have no clue how to make something like that. When I think of food that quickens my pulse, the first thing that comes to mind is a sweet flavor. Nourishing luma bees are a must. And so that everyone from wee children to the elderly may eat in comfort, a fluffy texture would be perfect. I see. So we just need to make a dish that uses luma bees and has a fluffy texture. Correct. If you manage to whip up a dish that seems promising, simply return here and tell me all about it.
頑張りましょう
Should we go on a cooking adventure?
さて行こ
What are you doing? See in the sky? Proper weird looking. If it's Luis who's behind it, then we've got one more reason to smack him down. But scrambling around will do us no good. Even the easy things will just go to rot. Just gotta take it slow and do what we can for now. I'm worried about Vinka. You headed to Browhaven anytime soon, maybe? Was hoping we could take the runner or something. Sure.
うありがとうよ
You serious? Aw, thanks. Serious as the day I was born. Wait, you heard what happened? That store over there got attacked too. And the shopkeep's neck was broken, just like the others. Wasn't that shop that was selling dirty igniters under the table? Maybe someone's got an axe to grind. They say it's a parapuss behind it. A real hulk of a man too. Going by the injuries. Maybe he really is a monster. What? Another murder? This place gets more lawless by the day. It's definitely the guy who's murdering people. Ugh. Ugh. It hurts. That's Vinka. He's got a Jekyll and Hyde situation going on for sure.
ビンカ
Vinka, what's wrong? Is it the wounds?
おい
Wait, take it easy. Come on. Basilio, why? Don't tell me you're worried about me. You're just like Fidelio. Always coming to check on me when I had it hard, even when I'd just eaten something I shouldn't have. That's all this is, yeah? If it really were just food poisoning, it's your stomach that'd be hurting. I'm not a kid anymore, Vinka. I'm not going to fall for anything that obvious, he says as he fell for something that obvious literally moments before. Anyway, let's get you to a church. One of them healers ought to have some fix for that pain, at least. I'm not setting foot in any damn church.
なら
And you could just take the medical herbs. The hell do you two know? It's just my time to die, nothing more.
嫌だ
You're not gonna die.
やめてくれ
I'm sick of this, mate. I'm sick of not being able to save the people I care about. Don't tell me you're gonna die. You Gotta stay alive so we can keep being stupid together. Fine. I'll go see your church man. Later, though. Got some business to take care of first.
それ
When will you be done? The more hands, the better, innit? We can help too, so let's get this job done and over with. Yeah. Suppose you two might be able to help. Then I'll need a bit to prepare. Come see me again later, alright?
約束だ。
Just say that and run off. It's a promise, alright?
すまん。
Sorry for dragging you into this job of Vinka's without asking. If Del were here, I'm sure he'd rake me over the coals for that one.
いや
I don't think Fidelio would be mad. Hope not. Del always worried about Vinka, too. The lads in the facility with us, they were like our family. If there's ever anything I can do to help them, I'll do it. Glad I had you here. Else Vinka would have probably given me the runaround
ありが
again.
とう。
You're a real loon yourself, you know. Not many would have stuck with me this far. Thanks. I can feel certain trust and quiet resolve from behind Basilio's clumsy words. We grow ever closer.
今日放題でもねえのに
Significantly reduces the mad cost of studying the Berserker lineage.
戻ろう。
Let's come back once Vinka's done with his preparations then. I'll be counting on you again. You got it, my guy. Back to the hushed honeybee.
さてすぐに行こ
To Altabury, I guess.
そうね。ああ、そこなら行きましょう。
Much to do, very little time to do it in.
うさてさあ
このようなことが。
Now, of all times, with knowledge of the tower finally in hand. Oh, such woe is me. Did he say tower? Probably the same tower Edney was talking about, right? And Elda with a fairy. You wouldn't be the heroes who saved the island, would you? 1,000 pardons. I've gotten excited and raised my voice, haven't I? I'm a Mishtari researcher, you see, conducting an academic investigation into the island's folklore. Within them, the one thing that's drawn my interest lately is the legend of the Three Towers. I finally managed to pinpoint the location of one of the three spires, the Tower of Insolence, just north of this very town. However, it seems the tower is a monster's den, positively infested, as it were. Given my current fortitude, I've regretfully had to put the requisite fieldwork on indefinite hold. Indeed, this must be the trial of the tower spoken of in the old tales, the one which grants a forbidden power to whomever completes it. Ho ho ho! But inspiration has struck me like lightning. It occurs to me that perhaps indeed the hero that saved the island might have the hardiness enough to complete such a trial. If there really is some forbidden power to be obtained, I'm sure it's safer in the hands of our illustrious hero. But I suppose that, having heard such astonishing tales, you're curious as to their veracity. It is certifiably true, or is it as tall as the highest rise your mind can conjure? Well, there's but one way to know for certain, and that's to walk your way to the highest point of the Tower of Insolence, north of Altabury. Oh, and do ask an informant for the proper details. You'll be able to learn more about the trial itself as well, I presume.
準備してからだ
Okay. I'm quite glad the endeavor of the tower is in the hands of one so capable. I'm beaming, in fact. That is a hero's charge. And with that, I take my leave. Ever further research awaits me. Fare thee well.
確かに。
He talked up that tower enough to get me curious. We should look into it if we have the time.
さて さあ
Hey, listen. Consult Gallica 100 times. Hey, listen. Oh, Jesus. Hey. Hey, listen. Perhaps it's merely a relic, but it's also a relic. Still nothing? Norris comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. We should talk.
Oh,
The sky might look a fright, but flying through it shouldn't be a problem. Just leave it to me. Ah, you two. Have you found something else that seems a bit, relic-y? Maybe? I hand over the relic-like object we picked up during our travels. Ah, so it was a relic then. And that makes 8 now. Righto.
ありがとうよ。
Rightio. What? This is the last one, right? Well, true, but...
すまん。
I'm sorry. The truth is, all of the relics we had were stolen. Were you drinking again?
No.
Don't tell me you were drunk again.
ちょっと待って。
I wasn't drinking this time. Runner as my witness, that's the honest truth. As far as I remember, anyway. You were at the garage with me the other day, eh? You must remember, it wasn't locked. No doubt that was when they seized their chance. Then all the relics we've found so far are gone? Do you have any idea who might have taken them? If I had to say, I felt someone was watching me. So someone might have been watching? Right. Did we hear some sound in the garage? But who would steal relics of all things? What's to gain? Can't imagine any shops would buy them off you.
それって
Maybe they know about the relic's purpose. That might be our worst case scenario, if they stole them with the intent of using them. Though I can't say for certain, if the last piece isn't used for cooling purposes, then it must altogether be... If my inkling's correct, then this is a problem I have to solve myself. As a man of science and a scholar of technology, it must be my solemn duty.
なあ。
Will, Gallica, I beg you, can you find those stolen relics? There's a guardsman I know in Grand Trad who I'd like you to talk to. He's usually on duty out front of the recruitment center. If your ultimate mission is to defeat Luis, then mine is to close the case on these relics once and for all. So please, help me solve them.
あれ
What are those relics, really?
すまん。
Sorry, but can the explanation wait? I'll tell you once we get the relics safe in hand. How about?
助かる。
Really have been blessed with such supportive allies. Perhaps all my failures until now haven't been in vain, eh? I can sense Norris's heartfelt gratitude, as well as his deep trust in me. More people to talk to.
これは
Oh joy, oh joy.
俺に
Increase the number of plants that can be harvested in the plant culture chamber by 1. Very cool. Very cool indeed. You can now get 1 extra harvest from the plant culture chamber in the Gauntlet Runner due to the effects of seeding synergy.
じゃあ
Well, I'll leave the guardsmen in your capable hands. Let me know if anything comes of it. I'll be asking around the town's other exits.
重要な依頼だ
I need to find the thief and recover the relics first. I should ask the guard in front of the recruitment center in Grand Trad if he saw a thief. A thief! The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 27 days remain. There's a letter and a war chest from Brigida. It's no great sum, but I hope it helps. Do try not to die.
行こ
Let's go. Let's see if I can... Is anything else opened up to me?
うあの場所へ
Go to academia.
よく来たねなるほど興味深い
The sniper. This is the archetype you sensed from Neris's way of life. Its heroic embodiment is that of the adept innovator, a trailblazer who uses technology to forge a path forward, piercing greater enemies with unerring aim. Lots of mag is required to channel the sniper for the first time. Do you want to awaken it?
頼んだ。
That is the power I seek. Yes,
もちろん。
please. Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an adept gunner. Let's go. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls, a worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength greater still. If thou art prepared to strive for victory, even from a distance, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the gunner. So this is the power of the sniper's soul. I'll show my true value at range. I'll use this power to give myself the advantage. The sniper archetype has awakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu.
この技があれば。なるほど。興味深い。
The pugilist. This is the archetype you sensed from Katharina's way of life. Its heroic embodiment is that of the adept disciple, a fighter who masters the art of deadly blows and pushes eternally for even greater heights. Lots of magic is required to channel the pugilist for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? Yes, please.
頼んだ。
That is the power I seek. Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an adept brawler. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength greater still. If thou art prepared to expand thine own vitality and plunge into the fury of battle, then I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the brawler.
そうか。
And they look so cool! So this is the power of the pugilist's soul. My body shall be honed into a deadly weapon. I cannot lose. I will fight until the bitter end.
よし。また強くなっ。
Pugilist
なる
archetype
ほど。
studied.
興味深い。
The assassin. This is the archetype you sensed from Heisman's way of life. Its heroic embodiment is that of the adept knave, a shadow who robs the wicked of destiny, exposing their falsehoods to the light of day. Lots of mag is required to channel the assassin for the first time. Do you wish to awaken it? Yes! Let me in! That is the power I seek. Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an adept thief. Let's go. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls, a worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength greater still. If thou art prepared to embrace lawlessness and chivalry in equal margin, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the thief. So this is the power of the assassin's soul. I shall master it without being swallowed by the darkness. I shall never become a slave to power. I fight for all, seen and unseen. The assassin archetype has awakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu.
この技があれば。
Very cool.
おや。また。
Yes, let us leave this place. To the Gauntlet Runner.
全員いるな。
Okay.
さて
So we can head to Altaberg.
行きましょう。
Oh. We got a little more than an hour's time left. I want to talk to this lady she keeps talking about.
ねえ。いらっしゃいませ。
Headline of work gives me lots of contacts with general stores, so I told him to give you a discount on their stuff.
よし。
I Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Excuse me, could you possibly be the prince? There are all manner of unpleasant rumors floating around, but I don't believe a word of them. In truth, I've had my eye on you since the exhibition. And after learning that your lineage was as remarkable as your deeds, I knew for certain you are worthy of being the next king. To show my appreciation for you, Your Highness, I have prepared a special promotion of sorts. I call it the Warm Hearts Full Wallet Hot Spring Campaign. You have put to bathe in a hot spring, Your Highness, and you'll receive a reward. If you put some of the hot spring water you bathed into this vial and bring it to me as proof, I'll have a lot of reeve to give to you. Are we selling our bath water? What is happening here? Is that acceptable? So you're just gonna pay us to take a bath? This seems weird. Shady, even. Why, His Highness works so hard to save his people. I just want him to have a moment to relax and to offer a little extra monetary support. That is my sole desire. Will you accept this vial as a token of this humble merchant's goodwill? Oh no. I'll take it, but I don't like it. Yeah, we're giving her princely bathwater, whatever that means. My word, such kindness. It is an honor to know you believe in me. The hot spring is here underneath Blue Sky Bridge. A bit gloomy, I know, especially being that it's only open at night, but the baths are a slice of heaven. You can always find me here. Please, let me know when you've acquired the spring water. I fear. So there's a hot spring underneath Blue Sky Bridge. Well, head there if you want to take a bath. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, please load. Please tell me you have loaded. Hey, I think I can wrap up Barden. So this is how it ends. Barden comes to mind. Maybe I should talk with him. Let's talk to this man. I tell you, this guy is really starting to weigh on me. It doesn't help that things in Martyra have gone pretty mad. So you see, I have another question I want to ask you. You said before that you didn't really want to be king, didn't you? I knew you weren't lying about it then, but have you changed your mind? You do plan to take the throne, don't you? I sure do. The situation is different now. I understand. I won't press you. Know that you'll have my support all the same. So that begs the question of what I can even do at this point. I've got to say, you show up at the most perfect time, you do. They're about to announce the governor of Martyra again, seeing as it wasn't settled before on account of the sandstorm. Put another way, I'm about to get the boot, but you've been at my side every step of the way. You deserve to be there at the end. Let's go! Gastriak's been acting as a proxy since the giant sandworms made the governorship one big open question. Everyone's gathered here today to learn what's what, and probably to sentence me to exile. What will you do if you're exiled? Who knows, laddie? This town was everything to me. Maybe just live alone for a bit in the mountains and think on it there? What a guy. I asked you all to gather here so I could speak about Martyra's governance. While Barden was recuperating, I was glad to act as his proxy. However, henceforth, I would like Barden to resume his duties as governor. Huh? What's this? He's like, damn, I just got out of it. This town's autonomy was initiated by your sheer pluck. At the time, I cooperated only so I could use you for my own ends, but I had a revelation in those moments as the giant sandworm approached. I saw that I cannot even protect myself, much less the people. When you returned here, exhausted and in tatters, I regretted everything from the bottom of my heart. My actions are unpardonable. Sir Gastrox, but if I go back to governing, it's... Have some faith in yourself, Barton. Alright, if you say so. I'm not sure where to start, except to begin with an apology. My excessive measures frightened you all, and I implemented them because of my own insecurity. I was anxious about whether or not I could keep you safe, so I turned to surveillance and barriers. No more. We'll keep some of our armed forces, but what I really need for security is to have faith in you all. That's why I am not fit to govern. It's not over yet. That's right. It's never over. We can still improve the town, and we want you to see it done. Barton, listen. I followed your example and built a defensive barrier myself. I did too. And I had an idea. We could turn uninhabited houses into shelters. Things didn't go well before, that's true. But you're not the only one at fault, Barton. This is just as much our town as yours. Oh, laddies and lassies. First of all, I keep forgetting that he's like Scottish. Wild. You see, after 2 disasters, everyone has a more mature view of things. You're free to decline, but... Is that really what you want to do? Well, now I must apologize, if it truly is what everyone wants. I'll be the governor of Martira again. This time, I won't do anything to scare the populace. We'll have faith in each other, and the town's unity will be known far and wide. And for our first step, I have the perfect suggestion. Step forward, Will. What'd I do? Let me out! The reason I stand here now is thanks to this fella. He is the hero who saved this town, and one most worthy of the crown. I want us to support him, as the future king will. Yes! Barton and a hero together. So happy! Come to think of it, I never told you the truth behind that bit of arson. It was this little poor Wian who started it. He didn't mean to, but he touched an igniter some fool had left behind. I only know this because just the other day he came to me begging for forgiveness, all in tears. If I'd known from the start, I would have just thought it a lone accident. Instead, I acted like invaders had infiltrated us. Got my people all terrified. But in truth, you're still a kind person. And the kind of man who rushes in without thinking. How to take more care and not act so rash. Let's focus on the future now. This region, in fact the whole country, depends on it. Mind if I ask you just one more time if you think I'm fit to govern? You're next. There is no one more qualified for the job than you, Barton. And you truly believe that? Then I must devote myself to the work even more, so as not to disappoint the future king. We've just given a man the confidence to rule a town. Thank you greatly for everything you've done. This only happens because I had your support. Even when I made mistakes, he stuck by my side. I'll return the favor one day, I swear it. I can sense Barden's convictions as a governor and his unwavering faith in me as a comrade. The Honorable Guardsman Barden, keeper inheritor of the Commander's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of this newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny. The party can now study the Warlord. Increase the skill inheritance slot for the commander lineage to 4. Let's go! You can now study the Warlord in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. More skills can now be inherited by the commander lineage in academia due to the effects of the Scion's essence. Let's go! Today really is such a bonny day. I'm blessed with the greatest friends. The townspeople love me, despite all my flaws, and everyone is so... The man is drunk. Aw, thank you. I'm just so happy. Barden and I talked as old friends for a long time. Thanks to Barden's strong faith in me, the people of Martyra now fully support me. Back to the hushed honeybee.
Okay, let's see who else needs to talk.
I wonder if he could give me some advice. Katharina comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Let us talk. Big yap hours. Is that you, Will? Something's different, but still the same? I'm losing it. Oh, sorry about that. You surprised me. Oh, hey, just the guy I wanted to see. I've been thinking a lot about what happened last time. Hard to put words to it all. You got time to hear me ramble? But of course. Do ya? What a champ. I know I talked big before, but I haven't done much of anything. I don't really know what to do if I'm honest. Like I said, big yap hours. I was just thinking back to what Manahoot said about finding proper jobs. He was right about that, at least. Honest work would lead to honest lives, and more importantly, food on the table. But that's where I hit a dead end. What jobs could Carapace like us even qualify for? Well, not every day you see Katharina here in Altabury. Eudorchius. You're gathering people up for work in these parts? Nah, I'm done doing that. I've got a steady gig at a huge furniture shop. The old man who runs the place has taken a liking to me. He's even letting me come up with new products and find a new help. I even pulled in all those guys you saw on the carriage the other day. Well, ain't that just brilliant? I'm over the moon for you. Well, it's all thanks to you, you know. The old man's only nice to Carapace like us because apparently you saved his life a long ways back. He was cutting wood in the mountains and some bear didn't much appreciate it. He started running for his life when you swooped in and took it down. He says he knows most of us Carapace are good folks, so he doesn't mind giving us work. That's wonderful. Fantastic, even. That all said, he's probably just one guy in a long list of people you've helped, right, Katharina? Well, what goes around comes around. If you're ever in a pinch, you come straight to us here. Thanks, and tell all the lads I say hello. Oh, relying on others, huh? Wasn't in my nature before, but there's some stuff even I can't do alone. One person making waves may not amount to much, but when everyone gets stuck in, the world's gonna change, I know it. You're right about that for sure. Looking at it that way, you start to appreciate every day for what you can do with it. I see you. I see it. Thank you, though, Will. You've always been there for me. I know you never really had the time, but you carved out some anyway. And you know what? I think that's why we deserve a king, Will.
私たちの未来
I want to live in the kind of world you create, Will. I can sense Katharina's newfound purpose and her unshakable faith in me.
あんたが
This displays the location of treasure chests in unexplored areas. Katharina will support the party in certain dungeons. She is a force to be reckoned with? What the heck? Katharina can now come rushing to certain dungeons due to the effects of comrades in battle. Katharina will now come assist you in certain dungeons. While in dungeons, Katharina may exhibit her martial arts prowess at the beginning of a battle by performing a powerful attack on a single enemy. Damn!
でさ
Something's dawning on me. Not sure how to put words to it, but most people find work through connections, right? And they try to make themselves sound like a good fit for that kind of work.
安心して
And I guess what I'm saying is that such a bad thing? Take me, for instance. I'm pretty tenacious. You know that about me.
もちろん
Of course I knew that about you. And I'm shameless, too. I'm not done asking for your help by a long shot, Will.
じゃあね
So anyway, I'm gonna be out there putting the work in, so don't be a stranger. Katharina's faith in me has earned me the support of the impoverished Parapus. Let's go!
神王が決する
The day of the
永遠の日
hero draws
あと
near, which will see the
26
crowning of a new king. 26 days remain.
There's a letter in a war chest from Brigida. Your exploits have reached my ears, and it sounded like you could use some support. Tread carefully now. Here, a group of bandits have moved into a place called the Disgraced Ruins, to the far north of Grand Trad. We don't have time for that right now. Shouldn't we focus on defeating Luis? It's not like we can challenge old Luis to a bout right here, right now. Might be worth it to look into these ruins a bit more, yeah?
そうです
I agree. We've accepted a request, so shall we visit these ruins? Alright, I guess that's the plan for the next half hour or so. I hear a voice. Maybe he wouldn't mind lending me a hand. Well, I wouldn't, but...
さて
行こっか
出発か。さて、
依頼があったな
The radical organization planning to attack Grand Trad. What does this world come to, honestly? I acknowledge that they have their beliefs, but I cannot condone their involving innocent people. We must put a stop to them. Now that I think about it, the informant in the royal capital might have some information on this place, but we can head in without it too. Okay.
後でね
さて行こ
If you were half as diabolical as Luis makes you out to be, well then, I doubt Fabini and Maria would rely on you so much. Though I suppose the support of the Hush Honeybee doesn't mean all that much in the grand scale of things. But believe me, mate, we'll be on your side until the very end. You can always let your guard down around here. Oh,
ええ
We're
well aware, but this is something we have to do, otherwise Luis will become king. We can't just stand by and let it happen. I see. Unfortunately, I haven't got much information about that place. It's not exactly the kind of place anyone can just waltz into. But there have been sightings of a monster stalking the skies around the place. I suppose that these days, there's no telling what kind of fiends may appear. Regardless, I'm confident that you will be able to pull through all of this. Remember all the trials that you've already claimed victory over, and know that you will do the same to Luis. I place my faith in you. That's right, our past experiences have shown us we can overcome anything. Don't worry, we can do this. We got it!
知りたいか。
The leader of that particular group of bandits is a man known as Sistus. Word is he's a drifter who hails from Altabury. That bloke is motivated purely by greed, and he's got a particular taste for gold. Perhaps tossing some out during the battle will be enough to distract him. Sounds like this will be a fight where skills that use money should be particularly effective. Other than that, he's apparently weak to light magic. Be sure you're properly prepared before going after him. Huh, so despite having a bounty on his head, this guy doesn't sound like he'll be a particularly strong opponent. No, to be honest, Sistus himself isn't a figure of any meaningful significance. However, there is more to this story. The information is still hazy, but apparently there is something far more dangerous in those ruins. The military may have put up this bounty specifically for that reason. A treasure seeker sneaked into there and caught a glimpse of something. Whatever it was, it's big and particular, and it buzzed with an aura of lightning. Lightning? Maybe that means it's capable of using electric attacks. Besides that, you must know at least a little more about this thing. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. Whether the thing even exists is questionable. It's hard to separate the truth from the lies on this subject. Regardless, it never hurts to be prepared. If you still intend to head over, make sure you're ready for anything. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later. Marbled bluefin tuna, limp goldfish, brocaded koi, all of these are being sold by the butcher in Grand Trad. But there's the Lord of the Lake. You want him, you're gonna have to fish him up yourself. Certainly no harm pulling up your own catch anyway. So why not try fishing to cool your head? Bedell meat, mora, coney meat, and monster bone are all sold at the butcher in Grand Trad. He's been really stocking up lately. If it's a meat dish you're after, there's no one I can recommend higher. Giant worm meat, giant's rib, and fiend flower nectar are sold on Idol's Day at the stalls in Brailhaven, or Virga Island, I believe. You can get guild dust by harvesting them from monsters. Otherwise, check out the stalls of Virga Island. I heard that you can get Dreamer, Moth, and Lumabee by campfires. What would food made with monster parts even taste like? Not that I want to come anywhere near it. Interesting. If you're looking for white peach turnip or rock beans, then the butcher in Grand Trad should have some in stock. Did you know there's a stall that sells red grass? It's in the same place as the butcher at the square in Grand Trad. Haven't heard anything about someone yelling gauntlet shrooms. You have a gauntlet runner, yeah? Wouldn't it be faster to check the nooks and crannies? I heard the water merchant at the square in front of Grand Cathedral's got some new things in stock recently. There's Mellow's milk and fragrant spice, as well as briny salt and orgo sugar. And Alderbury wheat flour, too. The water shop in towns pretty much has it all. Don't hear much about anyone selling Queen's honey jar. What I have heard, though, is that sometimes fishermen reel that up instead. Maybe the water shop on Virga Island has one or two in stock. Why don't you take a look? To the gauntlet runner. And before we go, since the power of a new archetype, do come and speak to me, should you want to study it. Yes, you can study it. The Warlord. This is the archetype you sensed from Barden's way of life. Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite officer, a tactician who manipulates the battlefield at will, providing generous enhancements and the strategies of a genius. Lots of magic would be required for the Warlord. Would you like your ally to unlock it? Yes, please. Yes, I want to entrust Stroll with this power. Then hear us, O valiant heart, by shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an elite commander. Let's go! I hear the voices of past heroes' souls, a worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength exalted. If thou art prepared to lead soldiers proudly into battle, then I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the commander. So this is the Warlord's soul. I can't believe its strength. I will become the core of our tactics and lead us to the triumph we crave. I won't let you down, nor will I betray the trust you've all placed in me.
し技だ。
いいか。
これでいく。
Here we go.
おや、また来るといい。セル。
みんな集まったね。
To the bandit hideout.
依頼があったな。
Yes. Yes, let's go.
ここなら
Let's go. No dilly-dallying.
何しようか。
I hear a voice. Blah, this is so hard. Juna comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Ooh, a honey cake recipe. Oh, Lumaby. Which game just cling to thin noodles? The fish. No. Sweet assortment of fruits and vegetables that can cure even a witch's poison.
それねえ
June, how confident are you in cooking skills? If you're not, remember, there's no one way to cook something. I say a dish's true value comes from its individuality, and its ingredients, of course. How boring it must be to copy recipes. Uh-oh. A free spirit in the kitchen. I picked out ingredients with Juna. Oh, what a selection we have today. Time to use my talents to their fullest and make only the finest choices. For our base, normally you'd go with this, but let's be daring and use this instead, shall we? Yes, I'm on a roll today. With the ingredients picked and portioned, all that's left is preparation. That's where you come in, love. No need to fret, the stage is set. All you need to do is put on the show, make your dishes the star performer. And for the pièce de résistance, a final ingredient of my choosing. Sorry, but this one's a chef's secret, even to you. He's so stressed. Wow, our dish is so nuanced. I call it the secretest of secrets. It's our signature dish now, and not a soul in the world could replicate it. Thanks to speed cooking, I cooked without time passing. Dang, okay. Well, Juna, we just cooked together, now we can chat. The sky is not a very pleasant prospect, is it? It's sickening, really. It's a wonder everyone's down in the dumps. But don't let that sway you, love. Let's just do what we can for now. Hey, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Well, more like there's something I want you to see. What should I do? I half want to give up. Not that I ever would. Ugh. This has to do with my tribe, but I guess more to do with my dignity. It's easier if I just show you. Are you free at the moment? Yeah, let's go. Are you? Oh, okay, well, can you leave the room for a second? You can come right back in a sec. Oh, right, I should mention, I'm going to ask the others to step out for a bit. I only want you to see, so make sure you come in alone, okay? Hey, Will, you there? You're alone, right? Mind your step. Huh? What? Oh, close your eyes for a second. What the heck? What's happening? You can open your eyes now. Huh? Well, you saw that, didn't you? I can explain, but not here. Let's speak in private. Sure thing, Juna. Well, that was mortifying. Thought I'd die of embarrassment. Was that little girl really you, Juna? Of course. Who else could it have been? That's what I truly look like. The entire Nydia tribe disguises themselves. Oh, those things people say about us. Some of it's true. We really do conceal our true selves behind beautiful masks, so to speak. She's a baby the whole time. This is fake, a fake image. We look like small children to you, but we look that way our whole lives. The other tribes would never take our true selves seriously. That's a Nydia truth, and it's why we start transforming as soon as we're old enough. Our parents are the only ones who know what we really look like. It's limited, mind you. We can only glamour ourselves to appear as we would as adults, which is also the only way we can lead normal lives. We don't even show members of our own tribe our true selves. So as far as you're concerned, you really, really must keep this a secret. It's never felt right to me disguising ourselves. Is being myself really so horrible? Is it so wrong? And maybe that's why my glamours fade when I get terribly upset by something, like when I saw those eureka flowers. Before I was taken in by Relia family, I was a slave. It was hard, though my memories of it are vague. What I do remember was being tied up in the woods for days on end as some kind of punishment. I was starving in the cold, and I accepted I would die there. But to keep the faintest hope alive, I sang. I told myself as long as I can sing, I can survive. I found the will to live in song. I remember fields of eureka flowers as far as the eye could see, beautiful and bitter, the hate of a walking nightmare. That's what the flower girl in Brailhaven was selling. Terrible memories I'd thought long buried came bubbling up, and I reverted, you remember. I think Meritus must have seen me slip too, and that's why she knows how to threaten me with them. I think what I need to do is go pick some eureka flowers. Go back to where I was, tied up, and yet even the thought freezes me in my tracks. That's why I wanted you to see my true self. I'd hate for you to find out later and send me running home in embarrassment. I couldn't bear that. So, your turn to talk. What do you think? What do I think about what? What do you mean about what? About the real me. This is really important to me, alright? I wanted your honest opinion. Oh god, this is the worst. But I do feel better now that I thought I would. It's okay for people to discover I have vulnerabilities, isn't it? I am who I am. And I knew you'd accept me for that. So thank you. I can sense Juna's determination to conquer her emotional scars and her strong faith in me. The ephemeral songstress Juna, keeper, inheritor of the masked dancer's virtue, your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by thy strength, fulfill thy destiny. Level 6. The party can now study the Persona Master. Let's go! You can now study the Persona Master in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. Let's go! Let's head to the Eureka Flower Forest next time, but if I end up reverting, don't abandon me, okay? I saw Juna off, who seemed to be a little embarrassed still, and went back alone. Ahoy there! Have you thought to take a look outside? I'm stopping us for a moment. Let's go! The gauntlet runner arrives at Malibo Slope, where magma crystals resembling massive humans are there. For reasons as clear as the crystals, evacuations here were deemed taboo and forbidden by the Sanctus' church. However, some say that mining here is something. The crystalline figure gazes in silence at their new visitors, as though assessing them. Oh, wow! That's a pharaoh face. Wow, are those statues made from magma crystals? It's not just the statues, the sheer density and volume of the magma here. There must be a great many more crystals buried within, stretching across the land as far as the eye can see. Hey, Will, what do you make of all this? Looks like money. It's pretty. I think the crystals themselves are rather pretty, but can't really appreciate them when they're this big, right? Most of the igniters this country uses are pulled right out of this very mining site. It's all thanks to this that the igniter experiments were such a rousing success. Basilio.
ね
I get that there are a lot of magma crystals here, but why are they always shaped like people? I've heard that you can try to whittle and carve them down as much as you want, but the sodding things always somehow end up in the shape of a person.
それで
All those people who were forced to work in the mines, or the poor souls who got killed in the igniter experiments, my guess is their lingering resentment is twisting the magma.
まあ
It could be possible. It's all just hearsay and rumors in the end. No one really knows the truth, and I doubt they ever will. But these crystal giants all seem to be suffering. Perhaps there is some truth to the stories. Collect all the drawings. Discussing the stories that emerged from this island has increased my wisdom. Let's go, we are smart.
よし
We are wise. If Norris has finished his doodles, maybe that's enough chit-chat for now. Let's head back to the runner. Yeah, poor guy, let's go. I finished my sketch, though I would have also liked some time to do a bit of light excavating. The statue drawing. I'll hold on to the nurse drawing as a memento of this journey.
やってきたのは
The party makes their way to the northmost part of Tradia, the region housing the capital to the disgraced ruins.
どの時代に
When were they built? By whom? And for what purpose? There has yet to be any literature or folklore that sheds light on the matter. Still, none of this changes the fact that what stands before them is real. The invention is extended. I'm also 100% sure smart people don't say the word smort.
どうやら
This is that strange religious organization's stronghold. It's all sandy and
許せ
gross.
ません
I feel rather ashamed rejecting others' religious beliefs, but I simply cannot agree with the idea that death is salvation. Whatever their beliefs, once you embrace random violence, you become no different than common bandits. What's more, their final goal is an armed assault on the royal capital. What could arouse such fever? There's no point using reason on insane blokes. There is a point in beating the hell out of them, though, yeah? You've got that right. Onward, and keep an eye out for
頼
bandits.
むわよ
Will, lead the way.
じゃあ
We're exploring this area today, right? Everything ready?
行こうか
Alright, let's go.
どうやら
大丈夫だキャッ
警戒を焦っても遅いんだから
This does feel bad. Feels a little like we're beating the shit out of people for no reason.
やってやるんだから浄化お覚悟をジャックフロスト攻撃が着線に命中
Jesus.
考えす後方へ下がるボーロード貫く残り2つ光よまだ耐える
使いこなしてみせ光残り1分
すごい落ちな
前へ行きますあともうちょっとごめんなさいまだ健在です
前に出るぞなめるな
Get him.
敵は全滅みたいお疲れ様
こんなところ
さら
で止ま
なる
ってられない
高みへどうやら成長したようだな
もう敵はいないわ安全になったみたい
I feel like beating up on people feels bad. Ow. Well, fair enough, I guess.
隊長
前へふんはっとれ
天に命中使いこなしてみせろ浄化
Got him.
お超の魂私に力をユーマの攻撃が弱点
オーロード思考法へ下がる悪は正す貫け
弱点に命中
対空
その調子
輝けこのまま追い詰める
すごいわ
速やかに入る
光道よデビルサモナー空風これで終わりですちゃんとやめてるじゃん
手加減はなしだやれこっちの番だぜ
Damn.
これで
ってね
お願いみんなを守って隊長素早さを下げられてるよ敵の接近する王女の魂をここに根性あるじゃない詰めますお覚悟をジャックフロスト
Got him.
最後の一撃すごかったこの調子でいきましょうだってよしもう残ってないわね
見ないで出せよ白い神に
I'm dead.
かなり効いてる
Fine.
その調子で
キャッせっせいキャッ
分かったわ効いてるよ
キャッキャッ
畳みかけるよ
Shoot.
耐えてみせるこいつってな接近戦だ
予想通り
しっかりしてよ隊長そこ天に命中全行きますしていってジャックフロストユーマの攻撃が弱点に命中
Damn.
当たれ
スロールの体力が減ってる
命中さ
どうできる誰か食べてよ
この魔法だ
Jesus.
対空まだ倒れるわけには
感謝しますデビルサモナージャックフロスト
見えている観念しろ当たれ行け
やれや
簡単にはいかんぞ
Jesus, they're really after Yuka for some reason.
これなら
歌姫奇跡の復活ってねやってやるんだからしっかりしなさいな
ありがとう
助かりました
行け
見えていますすごいわスロールが先頭私だって誰か回復できないジャックフロスト気を抜いていい感じよ頑張りますよ
予想通り
しっかりしてよ隊長
雨がわない方がいいぞ
安心して
助かった
Oh, hopefully.
当たれ
てくれるぜ
体力が減ってる
命中さ
回復できる
行けやめるなよ
お覚悟を誰か回復を空風に
倒れてないぞ
攻撃が弱点に命中
まだ勝機はあるそりゃ
弱点に命中
触れてしまう
スロールその調
せい
子
かっこのあと一つ
見事です隊長前に出るわよ残り1体逃がさない
やられてし
前へ出ますが下げられてる打ち払う
So much attack.
来るのですまだいたの
Ah!
まだ終わってないよ
対空光よ
弱点に命中その調子を見てなさい
私に任せなさい。
頼りにしてる。
Got him.
オンに切る。
ストロール超正座してるよ。これでその
戦場悪は正す。光の力だ。落ち着いて王者の魂をここに輝け。最後まで油断大敵だ。
素晴らしい。使いこなしてみせる。浄化。全力をデビルサマナー。これでとどめ。
Just attack him. Uh-oh. He has forgotten.
なんだ。
He is the big forget.
恥ずかしくない戦いをする。しまった。
王者の魂をここに。作戦に命中。打ち払う。
Got him.
最後の一撃すごかった。この調子でいきましょう。
よし。いい手応えだ。
Heavy wind damage to all enemies. Okay.
近くにまだ敵がいるぞ。気をつけろ。
見つかったようです。警戒を。
絶好地だよ。
Oh, man.
くらいのことで。
この魔法だ。
Okay. Christ, leave her alone. Was there a reason to take out my healer?
倒れちゃってる。早く回復しないと。
これを使おう。
歌姫奇跡の復活ってね。プリースト。
攻撃を受けるとまずいよ。
ちょっと苦しいわよ。
最善に破れ。ウォーロード。突き抜けろ。一つの子が奪ってやるよ。
ジャックフロスト。
こんなことでやれるのか。このままじゃ。
癒しの歌プリースト。
You know,
道よ。
if the healer dies, the party dies too. Well, I won't let her die.
せや。
攻撃きれいに入ったね。
超
そこまでかよ。
私に力を。残り一つやりました。
ありゃ。やっぱり無理なのか。以上。ありゃ。くそ。
God, leave my fucking guy alone.
行くぞ。光よ。強い。
前に出るわよ。こいつ根性あるじゃない。
貴族として王者の力。この身に破れ。
もう敵はいないみたいね。
極めちまったかな。新しい技覚えてる。
Yes! Mastery.
これでもう大丈夫ね。気をつけて。敵に見つかったよ。
まだ近くにいるぞ。探
ようやく振り切れた。ほんと薄手の答弁よね。
Uh-oh. It seems dangerous. I freaking knew it.
王者の魂をここに。光よ。
使いこなしてみせる。
That's really not good for us, y'all.
浄化。
貴族覚悟はいいか。光の力だ。
デビルサマナー。ジャックフロスト。
落ち着いて。タイクーン。輝け。
あのやってやるんだから
悪はただせや
200.
デビルサマナー空風力
200.
この力で光を
弱点に命中ブリューストちょっと苦しいわよ
手加減はなしだ聖なる光を腐らないだと
よく狙って多分超楽しい私に力を
Jeez.
ユーファの体力が少ない誰か回復できたらユーファの体力が
加減はしない
回復され
輝け
弱点に命中昔使いこなしてみせるしっかりしなさい
頼りにしてる
Everybody gets healed.
貴族として覚悟はいいか光の力だ
弱点に命中行きます空風
この力で光を
王者の魂をここに弱点に命中
王者の力
強調していて
この身に破れ
絶唱王の魂を私に力を
His defense is way down.
大君輝け
弱点に命中あのやってやるんだから光日曜に命中
覚悟はいいか
強調していてデビルサマナーこれでその命
赤光を
Got him.
よし俺たちの勝利だ
Ooh.
やったな
Eyewear that makes the flow of dark magma visible. Greatly increases evasion against dark magic. Don't you attack me too, please. Pure white shoes. White shoes unsullied by common filth. Interesting. There it is. Jesus, I'm blind. Okay. Let's get out of here. Yeah. We'll complete this on the morrow. Seems pretty good. Start with a dungeon tomorrow.
どうする
I had a lot of fun today. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a peaceful, restful evening, everyone. I will talk to y'all later, my sleepy sheepies. Bye-bye.